What up out there, sports fans? Really, I want to say travel wolves, but I like sports fans. Maybe I'll change the name of the channel to travel fans. But anyway, right now, I just want to do a quick video real quick. I kind of got in the mood, the inspiration. I'm in sunny Hawaii back home, you know. Anyway, today's video is going to be about the 5 things I did not sign up for when I started traveling. And I think this is very important to discuss because what I signed up for, what I got into this traveling scene, what I decided to travel for, the reasons behind it, personal growth, intellectual development, expanding my horizons, being exposed to new things, new sights, new smells, new sounds, different cultures, all of these things. This is what I signed up for, you know. I reached a point in my life where I felt like I was stymied. I was here, and I wanted to get here. And I understood that to get additional growth, I needed to not be barred by these bland surroundings. But along the way, I learned that, you know, the same old rules of the Matrix apply. The same old people carrying around petty jealousies or being envy or both. In every culture I've been to, all the cultures I've been to, it's also a reflection of it there. And I just didn't sign up for that. You know what I mean? I thought I was getting away. I thought I was escaping. And that'll lead me to do another video or follow-up to this at some other time. Because I really want to give you wolves out here. Because really, traveling solo is the best way to go. Traveling solo is the best way to go. If you have a choice, it's not the best option, but it is the best way to go. I choose to travel solo. A lot of people may seem like they choose to travel solo, but that's not the case. There's nobody who really wants to put up with them. So they act like they want to travel solo, but you know, they're really lost out there in the world by themselves. So they do it, you know, different ways. They get a female companion or they travel with a group of guys. And I think I did a video where I discussed that. I'll talk about that some more. Traveling solo versus traveling with a companion or in a group. But I prefer to travel solo. That's my choice. And so when you do travel solo, it's isolating. You have no idea what to do when your plane touches down, where to go, how to navigate, what's next, you know? And for a lot of first timers, it can be very stressful. I know it was very stressful for me. Colombia, the most recent country I was in, that was my first time in that country. I've already visited 2 countries twice. That would be Brazil and Thailand. So for me, Colombia, that was my first time in Colombia. And I was like stressed every day. And it was, but I love Colombia. Colombia was good to me. I was eating in Colombia, you know what I'm saying? Do my little impressions. I do a couple of impressions every now and then to make it entertaining. If you can tell me what impression that's from, I'll give you a free gift or something. I'll do something special for you. Yeah, but I was eating, You know, Colombia been good to me, I was eating. So I stayed there for 5 months about, let's see, March, April, May, June, July. About 4 months and some change. The longest stint I've done so far continuously. So let me start reflecting. Basically, that's what this video is for, is to reflect for you guys. Because there's just a lot of bullshit going on right now in the scene. I don't condone most of it, and I'll do a video about that too. I got so many videos to do that I want to do. So many ways I want to express everything. There's a lot going on right now in the scene. A lot of bickering back and forth. A battle between subjectivity and objectivity. And right now, we're living in a lot of subjectivity. you know. And we need to be more objective. We need things to be objective. And we need to get some monikers off our back. And I'll do another video about that. So let me get to the topic of the video without further ado. There are 5 things that I did not sign up for when I started traveling. The first thing, the flying. Oh my God. Depending on where you live geographically in America, the flying is going to be the hardest part. These long flights, and then the layovers, and then the other flights. My advice would be prepared to spend at least $1,200 for a ticket. Whether it's one way, if you can get it round trip, that's a great deal. But you're gonna look at spending at least $1,200. Don't try to do these little $300, $400 tickets, man, because those layovers are going to kill you. Not to mention the flights are really long already because of the layovers. I know it doesn't make any sense yet, but if you experience it, you'll understand what I mean. There's nothing worse than not moving for 6 or 7 hours, sometimes even 8 hours, you know? So be prepared to spend that much for a ticket, $1,200 at least one way. So I didn't sign up for the long flights. I wish someone would invent a Star Trek transporter and I could get there like that. And that'd be amazing, you know? Number 4, thing I didn't sign up for. Being considered a passport bro. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I've been around a lot to see it. There's no brotherhood out here. And the moniker passport bro has been overused, misconstrued, and applied to the wrong demographics I'm in. So back up off of me with that shit. I am not a passport bro. Don't say black men and passport bro in the same sentence. I am going to spaz on you, okay? Don't include me in that at all. Even if you want to include yourself in it to your detriment, that's fine. But put a disclaimer that this is in no way indicative of a demographics that look like you. Please, I do not want to be associated with that bullshit. That's a trick bag. So bad. So bad. And if you don't understand why, you know, we're not going to talk about it out in the open because they watching, but you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out how monikers have a way of becoming weird policies. And if you don't want to see windbreakers in your future at the fucking airport, I would suggest you back away from using that term and disavow it. And anytime anybody who's using that term, overusing it, especially to get views and likes or appear in the algorithm, we need to ostracize them. We need to turn our backs on them. We need to just let them wither and die, because it's not helping us to have that much identification on us. And that's number 4. Number 3, you know, I've been in a lot of countries. I think this year I did 4 countries. The envy I've seen black men direct at me, direct at other black men, mainly at me, in foreign countries is appalling. I did not sign up for that. I did not sign up to make friends either, but I at least thought that it wouldn't be envy going on, you know? Yeah, okay, maybe you're here for 3 days. Maybe you're here for a week. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you're none of the things that I am, you know? I stay for months. I'm not retired. So let's start with that. I stay for at least a month in a country. I'm not retired. So let's start with that. But I didn't sign up for the envy between black men towards me, you know? And I despise that. It just tickles my anger bone, you know, because I'm out here. I worked hard. I don't know what you did. I don't know why you waited 50 years or 30 years to come out and have a life. I worked hard. I did it in 15. And I'm out here still young enough to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So I really just regret that I went out here and experienced just a lot of envy from people. A lot of envy. There's a difference between envy and jealousy. And since I'm not competing with anyone, nobody has anything I want or can achieve for myself, I don't know about those emotions of jealousy and envy. I don't know what they are like. I can't lie. I've been jealous one time and it made me so sick. I don't know how people live like that. But envy is not in my DNA. Jealousy is definitely not in my DNA. So that's what I definitely didn't want to sign up for. Definitely didn't sign up to experience that. What did I sign up to experience? A little bit of camaraderie? A little bit of camaraderie? Yeah, I expected a little bit of that. That's how they make it sound. But it doesn't exist. So with that, make sure you see reason number 4 for what I didn't sign up for. Reason number 2. What I didn't sign up for when I started traveling. Oh my goodness. The short visas. I wish there was a way to stay longer. Colombia only gives you 6 months. Brazil only gives you 6 months. Thailand only gives you 45 days. Now you can do processes to extend your visa. I haven't experienced any of them yet, but I'm going to make sure that I do that going forward because I have to just hire someone. I tried to do it on my own and I couldn't. Paying a professional to help you extend your visas is within bounds. I've tried to do it the way other people suggested. It just doesn't work for me. It's a lot of research. You can't read the language. It's a lot of ins and outs. A lot of things you just don't know. And you can't screw that up because you're going to waste your money doing it on your own. So I would say that's one thing that's in bounds, paying a professional. Now, maybe you're lucky, you luck out, you get a good referral. But most times, just find someone and just pay them. Extend your visa that way. Or go down to the immigration office, I would say. But I can't really give you too much advice on that because I never really followed those steps. But I know that going forward, I would pay someone professionally to do it for me. And that's it. I didn't sign up for the short visas. I want to enjoy your country. I want to stay there for a long time. And I want to possibly move there, immigrate, I want to contribute to your society. I want to be a constructive person to your country. So that's the second thing I didn't sign up for. That's why I actually left Colombia, because I wanted to leave while the flight prices were right. And I didn't want to spend all my time up because I might want to come back for December before I go, after I go to my other country, depending on how I like it. I might want to go back and spend the rest of the time in Colombia. So that's why I didn't want to burn out all my time in Colombia. But I'm also working on finding out how to extend my visa there. They said it can be done, so I'm working on doing that. And that leads us to reason number 1 of what I didn't sign up for. Reason number 1 of what I didn't sign up for. I just, didn't expect a lot of this stuff to be, I don't want to say false, but it's definitely a lie. A lot of what these black YouTubers profess to, they're lying. It's not what it seems to be. Behind the scenes, it's not what it seems to be. It's not everlasting love and happiness. As a foreigner in another country, some of these countries, you are really in a dangerous place. Just being in a country, you are really in a dangerous place. It can be unpredictable. It can be volatile. It can sometimes be stressful communicating with people. And so you got to understand there is a difference of culture, especially for black men. We definitely come from a different culture. Even though we are the culture, in other countries, it's what they call lost in translation, really. And the way that we move, the way that real moves, you can be offended a lot, but that's not their intention. But you will be offended a lot. And they make it like, a lot of these black YouTubers make it like it's this euphoria, It's just euphoria. Euphoria. Every country is great. It's not like that. Not everlasting love, bro. Not at all. Not at all. Not everlasting love at all. I've butted a few heads politically. And I don't know if it's because I got the locks or whatever it is, but it's definitely not everlasting love. And I'll leave it at that. Definitely, they're definitely lying, or as we say, capping. Definitely. I wouldn't say it's false because everybody has their own perspective. Everybody has their own experience, but they're definitely, I can tell you point blank, bottom period, I've spent the most time, I think, abroad consecutively than people who only stay in one country. Remember, some of these guys only stay in one country. They never leave that one country. I went to 4 countries this year. Some people only stay in one country. And I went to 4 countries and stayed there an adequate amount of time. And one of those countries out of the 4, I stayed for like 4 months and some days. So I could have stayed in the other 3 countries longer, but they were very expensive and it wasn't much to do. But I do plan to return to at least one of them. Carousel really is a nice country. I really like Carousel. Maybe Bonaire. If you have a companion, a female companion, Bonaire is definitely a nice place to go hang your hat for a couple of months. Definitely. You guys will have a good time there. And I'm going to talk about that as well. But otherwise, yeah. They don't believe the hype, as we used to say. I'm old, I'm dated. Don't believe the hype. A lot of these black YouTubers, they're only in it for themselves. They only care about their subscriber count and getting their likes up. And sometimes they give good content, but most times they don't. They're just embellishing and having you live through them, which is corny. And I want to help you guys get out here and do this for yourself. And that's what I'm doing with my channel, is the logistical channel. You get a little bit of my objectiveness, but mostly you get my logistical channel. You know, like when you get off the plane, what to do, where to go, left, right, straight. What to do when you get to your hotel, left, right, straight. You know what I'm saying? That's my motto, left, right, straight. That's what I'm going to help you do. And I don't care about likes. I don't care about subs. I don't need YouTube to eat. But I do recognize that YouTube is a good venue, a good vehicle, I should say, to connect and reach people very quickly. You can scale very quickly on YouTube, so I like that. And I'm going to be doing a passport workshop. That's going to be next. I'm going to coach you guys to get your passport. And no, there's not going to be a fee involved. I just want to be able to coach you and stay over you and be like, okay, you should be doing this today. You should be doing this today. You should be applying for your passport this way so that you get it back. And did you get your passport yet? Did you get your passport yet? Did you get your passport yet? And then we're going to plan your first trip, you know. We're going to do all that together. And then we're going to plan your first trip somewhere simple, wherever you want to go, somewhere simple. We're going to get your budget together. We're going to, which is kind of funny because I'm bad at budgeting, but I'll even help you find a remote job if you want. You know, we can do all those things. But, and I have some resources like that too that I'll share with you guys. But yeah, for the most part though, that's my purpose right now. You know, I think what it is just, I'm kind of a reserved person. I really don't want to get out there and do a bunch of stuff because it's just not in my DNA. I mean, I don't care about a lot of shit like that, you know, but I guess if I couldn't find a community, I guess I have to stick my neck out just a little bit and build a community. And the problem though is that that's even a little bit of a problem, you know, trying to build a community that's constructive is a problem. So I won't elaborate. We'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, those are my top 5 things that I didn't sign up for when starting to travel. So I hope you take something away from it. I hope you like this channel as it develops and grows. I don't believe in quantity as much as quality. And I want to help you if you're solid. I want to help you get out here and enjoy the world. Overall, has the experience been amazing? Yes. Overall, have I connected with some very interesting people, good and bad, that have helped me reflect on myself and grow? Yes. Have I come out of this a better person? Hell fucking yeah. Have I made a lot more money? Have I increased my earnings potential? Hell fucking yeah. And I can show you that. So it's definitely a benefit to it. It's definitely a gain to it. The same way people say America's a great country. That's why everybody comes here. Well, I believe the world is a great freaking country. And I think if you don't have things working for you in America, you should really consider immigrating to other countries. Not after you retire, way before then, way before then. Because there's so much opportunity out there. So much abounds you when you start to travel. You really think differently. I forgot what it was. It was something someone told me about thinking. I would say, if you haven't traveled yet, if you haven't been in another country, I would probably think of it as becoming a father. Someone told me that when you become a father, there's nothing like it. It changes you. And I believe that. It changes you in so many ways. You mature and it changes you. You become less selfish or not selfish anymore, right? It changes you in so many ways. I think traveling would probably be, for the first time, I probably think when you travel for the first time, it'll probably be second to that. And even though I hate flying, nothing eludes me more than the rush I get from getting off that plane in another country and going through customs. So, and what's on my list next? A couple of cool places to go. I gotta figure it out. It'll probably take me 2 years to do them all the way that I like to sit down and chill. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope these tools help you. As you can see, I'm not looking for anything. Just go and check out Holiday Forever because I have videos of Airbnbs in Colombia. And as I go to more countries, I'm going to put more videos up of the countries I go to. I'm laughing because I'm thinking of one country that'll probably never make that list. But as I go to other countries, I will put up more video. The videos that you see are of all the Airbnbs I've actually stayed in Colombia. So all the Airbnbs I actually stayed in Colombia are on that list. So all right, people, I'll talk to you soon, and I'm gonna try to do a video at least once a day. I'm gonna go and be constructive as best I can. All right, peace, guys. Thank you for the comments and the likes and the views. Talk to you guys soon.